Today we're going to work with a problem related to division of rational numbers. Vamos a trabajar con un problema relacionado con la división de números racionales, and in this case I'm going to work with the exercise 8 from the book Math Makes Sense number 9, and it says, on a winter's day the temperature at 6 p.m. was 0 Celsius degrees. Suppose the temperature decreased by 2.5 Celsius degrees each hour until it was minus 12 Celsius degrees. How long did it take to reach this temperature? How do you know? Entonces, en español nos dice que un día de invierno la temperatura a las 6 de la tarde era de 0 grados centígrados. Suponga que la temperatura disminuye 2.5 grados centígrados cada hora hasta que llega a menos 12.5 grados centígrados. ¿Cuánto tiempo tomó para llegar a esta temperatura? Entonces, let's take our exercise to our blackboard. There we have it. And since you have here two temperatures, we must see first the difference of the initial temperature and the final temperature. Puesto que hay dos temperaturas, una inicial y una final, entonces vamos a calcular la diferencia de las temperaturas. It's very easy to know that the difference is 12.5 Celsius degrees, but sometimes it's not that easier. So let's work with a way that will allow us to know the difference in any case. Vamos a trabajar con una forma que nos permitiría saber la diferencia de temperatura en cualquier caso. And for that, we need to subtract. What are we going to subtract? The highest temperature minus the final temperature, or the lowest temperature. Siempre yo recomiendo restar la mayor de la menor. Alright, there we have two negatives separated by a parenthesis. That means that we have to multiply those negatives, and negative multiplied by negative, it's positive. Plus 12 Celsius degrees. And 0 plus 12, it's, sorry, I forgot to put 12.5. Okay, 12.5 Celsius degrees, 12.5 there too, and the answer will be 12.5 Celsius degrees, just as we predicted. Tal y como habíamos predicho, la diferencia de temperatura es de 12.5 grados centígrados, es decir, la temperatura varió 12.5 grados centígrados. Now, if the temperature changed 2.5 Celsius degrees each hour, how long did it take to achieve that temperature? ¿Cuánto tiempo tomó para alcanzar esa temperatura? Entonces, lo que podríamos hacer nosotros es hacer una división. What are we going to divide? We're going to divide 12.5 Celsius degrees. Well, let's not write a Celsius degrees because it will be a little bit uncomfortable there. Okay, 12.5 divided by 2.5. Vamos a dividir 12.5 entre 2.5. Now the thing is, we can divide 12.5 by 2.5, but sometimes it's very difficult to divide decimals. So here the rational numbers have a very significant role to play. Cuando nos olvidamos cómo dividir números decimales, aquí es donde vienen los números racionales a tener un rol muy importante. So let's change those decimals into fractions. 12.5 will be 125 tenths. Remember that if we have one decimal, we must place 1 0 and just 1. Ya que teníamos un decimal, solo vamos a colocar un 0. And 2.5 will be 25 tenths. Now it's time to divide. I'm gonna make it very easy. Let's remember that in division of rational numbers, you can simplify both denominators at the same time. The same with the numerators. Podemos simplificar numeradores con numeradores y denominadores con denominadores. I'm going to make it with the two denominators. I'm going to cancel them. Here we have it. And the 10th part of 10 is 1. And the 10th part of 10 it's also 1. Décima parte de 10 es 1. Décima parte de 10 es 1. Now, these two numbers can be simplified by 5, or yes, by 5. The fifth part of 125 is 25. And the fifth part of 25 is 5. La quinta parte de 25 es 5 y la quinta parte de 125 es 25. You check that in your houses. Pueden verificarlo en sus casas. Now, what do we have here? We have 25 first divided by 5 first. Okay, and now we multiply crossed. Multiplicamos de un modo cruzado. 25 multiplied by 1, it's 25. And 1 multiplied by 5, it's 5. We can simplify that fraction in a very easy way. Let's remember that every fraction is also a division. So 25 divided by 5, it's just 5. Recuerden que esta fracción podemos simplificarla. Toda fracción es una división y en este caso la división da exacta. Entonces 25 dividido entre 5 da 5. What is the meaning of this 5? What does it mean? ¿Qué significa ese 5? Temperature decreased 5 degrees each hour. So let's write it. The temperature decreased 5 Celsius degrees each hour. La temperatura disminuyó 5 grados centígrados por cada hora. A ver, no, perdón. That's not the meaning of that 5. It means that it took 5 hours. Sorry for that. It took 5 hours to reach that temperature. Sí, ahora sí. Recordemos que la temperatura disminuía 2.5 grados centígrados cada hora. Lo que nos estaban preguntando era el tiempo que tardó, y el tiempo que tardó fue simplemente 5 horas. So, I think it's a very easy exercise. We have to work a little bit with our minds and our brains. Hay que trabajar un poco con la mente y el cerebro para llegar al análisis de esto. Let's remember that every time that you have two temperatures, you have to calculate the difference, okay? Cada vez que tengan dos temperaturas hay que calcular las diferencias de la final, del inicial y de la final, no de la tasa de descenso de la temperatura, sino de la inicial y de la final. Y bueno, una vez que ya tengan eso, dividen entre la cantidad de grados centígrados que estaba disminuyendo la temperatura por cada hora. That's it for this exercise. I hope you can understand it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.